yes, ma'am. And to me, it don't make no sense, ma'am, to say that we allowing these doctors to give away this medication like it's candy and not holding them responsible. I got friends that died, ma'am. You know, and for me to know that I could have and should have been one of them, but by me having tics and messed up memories from not just the opioids, from being poisoned with the gadolinium contrast, it's just too much to say that the legal drug dealers, being these doctors, are not being held accountable for the things that they doing. And I say to you, ma'am, by you guys probably gonna be my attorney if I end up getting one. I have over 20,000 hours of audio and video of doctors constantly lying, covering other doctors' asses, and the side effects and everything is what I went through. So for me not to get no legal representation for what I was going through, to say that a legal lying lawyer is somebody that's gonna say what you done went through, but who can who can explain what they've been through better than the person that done went through it? But I say to you, ma'am. But I say to you, ma'am. Are they or are they not supposed to? Are they or are they not supposed to know the side effects to the medication that they're giving out like it's nothing? Am I right or wrong? So therefore, somebody should be held accountable for this. But by us not being able to give no legal representation because of the system being ran by a whole bunch of crooks. When you look at the judge used to be a legal lying lawyer. I'm not saying that I don't like no lawyers. I'm just saying that we got to find some honorable lawyers that's ready to go the distance with this bullshit. I'm pissed off to the point where, since I can't read or write, ma'am, if I had the money, I'd start my own legal law firm. Legal aid before. For the people, by the people, ran by paralegals. Paralegals who smart enough to pass the bar to become a legal line lawyer. But it's time to do something different. Ma'am, I did more than took the opioid. I got people that can be on bear. Ma'am, I wouldn't go to a doctor right now to save my life. Do you hear what I just said? Because that's how much I trust a doctor. I have no trust in no doctor. None. And that's the other thing. By me being poisoned by all the different drugs that have been given to me dealing with these doctors, I have a bad memory, so I can't really remember who all I done called, because I done called so many of y'all legal line lawyers to the point where by me not getting no litigation for all the things that done happened to me dealing with just medication, and not just medication, malpractice, what it's called, malpractice, because I was told I was HIV positive and wasn't. And the doctor can't, I got that on tape, the doctor gonna tell me the reason why he came to the conclusion that I was HIV positive was that they was understaffed, and it was understaffed, and the nurses made a mistake with my paperwork. Come on, man. That could have killed me to say that all the things that I was going through before I end up in the hospital. Okay. Yes, ma'am. The stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm willing to get on anything, man, because really, it ain't about no money. It's about how they get to go bankruptcy after they done made trillions off the misery of killing people. So like I said again, just setting some money aside ain't shit. I got friends that died in this, man. So like I said again, I'm willing to go the full long haul with you guys in this here, but to me it's still bullshit. You're doing the best you can do. You're doing the best you can do, sweetheart. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Just know that much. I'm with you. Come on, ma'am. You know, not prison. Like I said, prison is the last resort. The one that's the worst is dying. See, and that's another thing. That just go to show. I haven't used a pharmaceutical drug in almost 6 years. So when you look at how they did this here to it being now they're being held accountable for it, you have to look at people don't remember all those things, and 9 times out of 10 those doctors that moved around and those pharmacies are no longer in service. If it was one of those private insurance firms, private pharmaceutical companies. So like I said again, it's ironic that they always want to wait a long period of time where time then progress and you can't remember most of the things that happen to you so they can get away with it. That's the bad part about it, but I got all my stuff on audio tape. So I won't be able to know the doctor's names or anything, but we'll be able to put voices with names in the years that it happened in. Okay. And see, and my thing is too, if you're gonna come up with the doctors' names, you might as well charge them too. Because you can't sit there and put on it they didn't know, because they did. Oh, all right. See, and that's another thing. That's another thing, man. I know you can see all the descriptions in the rules and regulations in the laws that's against the people when you're looking at the people who are writing the rules and regulations and the laws are crooks. So when I look at this here, this is horrible to say that I done survived through this here and I'm alive and I can prove all my points, but I can't get no chance to prove none of my points unless I get into a court of law. And that's where all the bullshit started at. Because if somebody was holding these doctors accountable in the beginning, the pharmaceutical companies would have never got out of control. Right or wrong. She's in a perfect world. Right, that's okay. All right, and I got you with that, man. But that's where you guys come in at, the legal litigators. That's where you guys come in, where y'all supposed to be making y'all sense to hold them accountable. But the thing about it, you guys are not having the amount of money that these liars have. And the liars can cover you up over 10, 4, 5 times over because they got the money to do it with. That's the whole problem right there. You get more money for lying than you get for telling the truth. But I'm ready to pursue it the best of my ability, man. Like I said again, as far as those doctors concerned, I already know I probably ain't gonna remember none of them names. Oh, no, I can't. I got bottles. I got buku. I got a big old giant bottle, big old, man. I'm just tripping out over there. I got the big old giant bag of medication right here. So I'm gonna be able to find doctors. Yes, indeed. I'll be able to give the doctors and the names, everything, and the trip off out it. So 2 of the doctors I already know they dead. Yes. That's fine. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
1st 27, 1969.
1/7/1969.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the opioids that you were taking, were they prescribed by a doctor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And which ones were you taking?
I can't remember. I was taking Oxycontin, hydrocodone, Xanax, Zoloft. I was taking so many different medications I can't remember. I know I know for a fact the Oxycontin and hydrocodone.
Okay. On the hydrocodone, and you said you were taking Oxycontin.
Hydrocodone and Oxycontin. I'm a paraplegic from a car accident in '98, so I got titanium rods in my back.
Okay, let me just write this down. Hang on, I'm gonna write this down. Okay. Just to the best that you can recall, from what year to what year do you think you were on hydrocodone? When did you start? When did you stop?
I've been on hydrocodone. We might well say since I've been here since Katrina, and 5 years ago is when I stopped all the medication. So
Okay.
yeah, since '05, I guess.
2005.
Yes, ma'am.
You stopped in 2015.
16. Hold on, let me see. Make sure this right. Okay, I can't remember, but I know it was since they told me that I was HIV positive and I wasn't, and I went to the bowel obstruction surgery and I flatlined in the bowel obstruction surgery. So it had to be 16.
Okay. Okay. And what about the Oxycontin? Just the best you can recall, from what year to what year?
That was too strong. I told them that was too strong for me. That's how I ended up getting on the hydrocodone.
Okay, so when do you think that would have been?
Okay, that'd have been like when I first got here, cause I was like in a depressed stage because of what happened with Katrina and everything, and it seemed like the pain that I was in was more extreme than anything at that time.
Okay. And so what year would that have been? Did you start?
Mm, that's like I said again. That would have been the same time when we coming here after Katrina from Louisiana, because I was on the hydrocodone. I was on the hydrocodone when I first had my accident in '98.
Okay, so you actually started the hydrocodone in '98.
I don't know if it was hydrocodone or what, cause I can't read or write, so I didn't know none of the medication. I was just so stuck on stupid and make believe, la la land. I was believing what the doctor was saying when I should have known better.
When was your car accident?
In '98, in Louisiana.
Okay. Okay. And you think you were possibly on hydrocodone in '98 then?
Right, cause I was on hydrocodone in '98. I ain't never had a glimpse of that Oxycontin until I got here to Houston, Texas, and then I got the Oxycontin, and then I saw that the Oxycontin was better than the hydrocodone, but then I saw the Oxycontin was something that was totally uncontrollable to the point where when it was time for me to get it, I was having problems getting it from my doctor, and then when the doctor couldn't get it to me, I was ending up buying it, and that's the bad part about it.
Okay.
Oh,
start the option.
right out,
Start
right,
the option.
right after Katrina.
Okay, and that was, you know, one second, let me get great. I don't even remember what year that was. Let me look it up real quick. That was 2000, August of 2005. Okay. So from 2005 until would be probably when you said you started Oxycontin.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think you stopped it?
I stopped the Oxycontin, I say in, it had to be like 11, 12.
Okay. I'll put down 2012,
Mm-hmm.
just so we can cover the time frame. Were there any other opioids that you were on that you can recall?
Like I said again, by me not knowing none of the names and being able to pronounce them or spell them, I could have been on anything because I was just going by what the doctor was telling me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, were you ever on Percocet?
I Percocets too. But like I said, man, any pain, man, all you gotta do is think of it like this. I got 2 titanium rods in my back. Bam. And I'm a paraplegic.
Yeah.
So, and there ain't no such thing as phantom pain. That's their bullshit that they be saying. Pain is pain.
Yeah.
When your body will show by your heartbeat. Like right now, my heart is
Yeah.
beating real bad because just talking to you about this pisses me off.
I get it. I get it. Well, just take a deep breath. And
But I like you because to tell you that I actually try to kill myself more times than the law allows somebody to try to do that. But now that I know the reason why I'm still here and I did that is because we all on divine time from a divine creator which is within each and every one of the creations. It's just that we've been taught to be bullshitters by being taught to believe the liars, to become the liars, understand the liars, and then hope the liars are telling us the truth. When naturally you're supposed to know better. Your mom and dad taught you to know better. They didn't teach you to believe better. They taught you to know better. Right or wrong?
yeah.
So where did make believe come from?
Yeah. Let me ask real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the doctors' names that prescribed the opioid that you could remember?
Good. To be honest with you, ma'am, I wish that I could remember so I could give them to you, but then I'm happy that I can't remember because I don't know what I would do. I'm just being honest with you. Because retaliation is normally a must. Especially if something almost killed you and you survived through it and they're still killing other people.
Okay, let me ask a question. You said you had a pill bottle
Yeah.
of the opioid. Is that right?
No, I don't think I have any of those because I made sure that I didn't have no feelings towards taking it or selling it. So what I did was I put it in the garbage.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what pharmacies?
Yes, I give you on my major pharmacy for the last years before I stopped taking all the medication. I can give you that pharmacy, and that pharmacy can tell you all the medication for the last, I think for the last 9 years.
Okay, who is that?
I'm about to get to you right now. Cause if y'all really about what y'all about, y'all gonna be the ones that's gonna be part of what I'm about. Cause I'm definitely about to start my own legal law firm called Legal Aid Before, for the people, by the people, ran by paralegals. Paralegals who smart enough to pass the bar to become legal line lawyers. But we're about to do something different because that system too fucking far past broken to be fixed. I'm sorry. And people gotta start putting people in jail like some of these legal line lawyers should be going to jail, and some of these judges. Already it'll be ex, 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 X I'm sorry, EXPERIENCE, care, CARE, and then
Where are they located?
it'll be 3730 Katy Drive,
Okay.
Suite 111 Houston, Texas 77098.
77098. And that's the pharmacy?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the pharmacy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now one second. Let me just.
And see that Gallipenton, they got a class action lawsuit on that. And ma'am, I took this shit one time. And when I told the doctor how it had me, the doctor told me get off it gradually. I said gradually my fucking ass. I'm stopped taking that shit. Period.
What is that you were taking?
That is called Gallipenton, some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let me ask a question. That Experience Care Pharmacy, how long have you been going to that pharmacy?
Like I said before, man, before I stopped taking all these drugs, I had that pharmacy for years. So,
Okay.
so that form, I'm listening.
Are there any others that you went to?
Ma'am, when you sit there and think about Houston, Texas, I done been to every hospital here in Houston, Texas. Did you hear what I said?
Okay.
So when you look at, I done been in every hospital here in Houston, Texas. I can't remember all the different pharmacies that all these legal drug dealers were sending me to. I done been to Walgreens, I done been to Rite Aid, I done been to everywhere.
Okay, wait, hang on. Have you been to Walgreens?
Man, I'm in the system. I'm in y'all system
Okay.
with all these drugs. These drugs, put like this here, when you go to y'all system, your system gonna tell you all the drugs that I done had.
Well, okay, hang on. Let me explain something. Because we want to work with you and we want to help you. But we cannot just go to a drug website that lists.
Oh, okay. I thought if I give y'all the authorization, y'all can go get all that, man.
Yeah, okay, and that's right, we can, but we need to know where to start.
Got you.
For them.
Okay, cause I do it like this for you, man. I know A1 hackers and shit, but I don't want to pay them to do no shit like that because they can get all this information I'm giving you right fast. That's why I'm saying, how can you not get it? And you are a lawyer, you should be easily able to get this here when they can.
Well, okay, hang on. Now, if we want to get through this, we got to be patient.
Oh yeah, I am patient.
You gotta work with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can get the record. After we're done, if we make it through this questionnaire, I'll send you medical authorization to sign. And once we get those back, then we can try to get the record. But our first step is let's get through the questionnaire. Let me ask you the questions, and you try to give me the best that you can remember, okay?
I'm gonna give you a yes or no, man, because like I said again, for me to try to remember this here is doing.
I'm not asking you to remember.
Okay.
Everybody you saw. The key is going to be if you can remember anybody at all. That's what will be helpful.
Okay, because this is what I'm saying to you, man. And this is what I'm gonna say to whoever gonna represent me if I end up having somebody represent me. Why do I have to go back to what destroyed me in the first place when we already know that I'm living proof of the destroyed and the destruction to what happened to me? I'm the one that's still living through this.
Okay, now, yeah, what do you mean by why do you have to go back?
Just to remember what the doctors then did to me being how I am right now, scared to death to even call 911 because I know that they're nothing but a bunch of liars. See, I shouldn't feel like that, man.
Yeah, okay, let me, in order for us to help you.
I gotta go back. Yes, I gotta go back to the memory. Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am. I know.
Okay, now, you have to give me the information
Ma'am, and I understand, understand what you're saying, but for me not to prove, for me not to put in a claim, is to let them, is really allowing them to continue doing, playing the game of poisoning people and making people addicted to a drug that they already know and been knowing is addictive.
You're exactly right. So can I go back and ask you the
I'm
question?
sorry, man. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, I get it, but, just work with me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you remember one doctor or even a clinic that might have prescribed these to you?
Guess what? For me to remember is hard, but I know for a fact they're gonna have all that there, and
Okay.
I can't read or write, so it's almost like
Okay.
I
Okay.
wasn't.
Now, let's skip that question. Okay. Let me run through this with you. You said the reason that you started the opioids, you were in a car accident in 1998.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
put that down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. Have you ever overdosed on the opioids that you recall?
And go to the hospital? No,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
no.
Let me ask another question. Have you ever lost wages or unable to work
Yes,
because of the, okay.
yes.
Okay, good job. Okay. If I asked you which opioid would you think started the addiction?
Hydrocodone. Hydrocodone.
Okay. Okay. Good
Hydrocodone.
job. Good job. Okay. Let me ask. Okay. If you had to guess, what year would you think the addiction started from the hydrocodone?
I would assume right after me trying to get on a bowel program after being paralyzed and going through therapy and those. So I say around 99.
99. Okay. Okay. Um, Next question. Have you ever gone to rehab for
Mm-mm.
opioids?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Um, did you ever withdraw from the opioids?
If you say withdrawal,
Yeah.
meaning,
Did you ever go through withdrawal?
I put it like this here. I went past withdrawal because I went withdrawal through life. I didn't want to be bothered with nobody. I was in my own little world, and it wasn't no fun world to be in. So I had
Yeah.
withdrawals. I had definitely withdrawals. Yes, I did.
Okay. And was that when you started to run out of the
When
medication?
I started running out, yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
deal with enough people.
Okay. Okie doke. Another question. Did you ever lose legal custody of a child because of the opioids?
Good thing that my young lady had a good mom. No, ma'am.
Okay. Okie doke. Did you ever get a divorce because of the opioids?
I went homeless because of that shit.
Okay. But did you ever get a divorce? Were you
No,
married?
no, 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 no. I ain't
Okay.
never jumped that
Okay.
broomstick. No, no, no.
Okay. Okay. Did you ever have to go to jail because of the opioid?
No, I don't think. No jail time. No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Well, put it no, cause that was after I hadn't realized that they was poisoning me, and I started filming documentaries, and I went to Walmart to film a documentary on how racist they are with the return pilots and how they profile people in wheelchairs, and they beat me up and throw me in jail and falsely accused me of stealing. Then they saw that they couldn't prove me for stealing, so they chose what they were going to charge me with. They charged me with criminal trespassing, hold it over my head for a year and a half, throw me in jail,
Okay.
gave me $1,500 to get out of jail. That's crazy. I've been through too much, man. Too much. Too
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Okay. Now I want to go back. You were talking, were there any other issues that we haven't talked about?
Put like this here. I had just got ready to start my new company called Total Life Change. And within that time frame, I couldn't do nothing because it was the pain and not being able to get the drugs because the doctor was being investigated and stuff for different. It's crazy, man, and it's like, are we gonna be able to get any of all that information? Because these things was going on a while back, and it was being covered up.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Now you did say one thing. You said that you ended up homeless because of the opioid. Is that right?
Now, that's the only thing I can think of. The reason why I couldn't think of getting my way out of what I ended up getting into, with the point being that it was all because I couldn't call the landlord to come fix my air conditioning in the middle of the summer, and that was because I was so much into getting the drugs I couldn't concentrate on doing that.
Yeah. Did you, let me ask another question. Did you ever turn to drugs off the street because you couldn't get the opioid?
Yep, bought it from another person that took it,
Okay.
and that's what I'm saying. That person there is dead now. You see,
Yeah.
and just knowing that it's horrible for me.
Yeah. Okay. We've got one more question. Are you comfortable giving me the last 4 digits of your social?
Ma'am, like I said, sweetheart, I'm comfortable with giving you anything that you want when I already know that they stealing it from me. I ain't getting into the ones that's getting it right now.
Yeah. Okay. What is the last 4?
4581, man. Because I'm like this here, man. I'm not wanting no money out of this, because I got something worth way more than money, and that's mental.
Yeah.
You see, and consider.
But,
I'm listening.
but let me ask you a question. If we were able to get a settlement, you wouldn't turn it down, would you?
Oh, man. Put it like this here. I will make you who you should be outside of the place where you work at. Because if you had the time to think for yourself, you can create something better for your family and not have to work as hard as you work every day. You see? And that's what I'm gonna make the life changing with the change that I'm gonna make, because my life done changed drastically since I done tried to kill myself and then they killed me. I flatlined and came back after I had died. I went into the light of enlightenment, sweetheart. That's why I know better now. That's why I'm doing better now. And I can never try to kill myself again. Never.
Yeah. Was that because of the opioid?
Yeah, that's why I think I'm talking to you. That was because of opioids and all the rest of the different things that they was giving me that had me so confused. Because when you're in pain, ma'am, oh, you don't know. I'm positive you don't know. Positive. Because you can walk. I can't. And my back is now waking up. Because all the medication that they had me on, the opioids and all the rest of the bullshit, was shocking my body to not do what it's supposed to do naturally. Heal itself. But I know better now.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
We're done with the questionnaire. You've given me what we need to start looking into it.
Yes, ma'am.
If I send a document to your Gmail,
Mm-hmm.
are you able, if I walk you through it, will you be able to sign it on your phone?
Boy, look, man, I would love to do that to you, but from what I've experienced with just doing that, with the Ganalini contracts, class action loose lawsuit, and how they tricked me out of that, got me to the point where I'd rather the papers and then Federal Express them back to you. Because going through the mail is more respectable when you look at that there is a final chapter of whatever you send through it. You feel me?
Okay. And we would be more than happy to send it to you. What we would do is we'll send it by FedEx.
Yes, ma'am.
So that you would get it tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Does
That's
that work?
yes, ma'am. Because like I said again, with the Ganalini contract, they sent the kit and everything Federal Express. And I did all that there and sent it back, and that's when they said, "Oh, you're a main candidate for this class action lawsuit." So when I started explaining to them that I should have been the one that started that lawsuit in the first place, because I let them hear my audio tape of me telling the doctor when they first parted me, and I went in intensive care after getting the gynae contract for the first time coming here to Houston, Texas. So like I said again, it's too much that I can prove the point so wouldn't happen to me. All I need is one of the legal line lawyers to work with me so we can tell the truth for a change.
Okay, but now remember, I told you we're not going after doctors.
I know, cause look, ma'am, I got you completely. Y'all going after who y'all can go after, but after y'all give me a little change, I'm gonna start my legal law firm and I'm going after everybody that's been playing the game. And I know the game is being played by a lot of people, a lot of people.
Okay, so we will FedEx this document to you. You'll get it. I'm sorry, today's Friday. You'll get it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor. Try to think of doctors who gave you the opioid and jot it down if you can. And then that way we can try to find those records.
All right, cause here I remember one doctor in particular. In Tier Memorial Hermann Spinal Cord Research Center, Dr. Wow, with something with a K. But anyway, that was the doctor that I ended up getting Millennial Healthcare insurance because the insurance that I had when I first got here to Houston, Texas, didn't didn't pay for me to go to a spinal cord research center. So that's when I went with them, and that's where I started getting all those heavy drugs.
Oh, okay, now, what did you say? Memorial Health?
No, Tier Memorial Hermann Spinal Cord
Here,
Tier Memorial Hermann Spinal Cord Research Center in Houston, Texas. That's the name of the place.
Memorial Herman. Final, okay. In Houston. Okay, there, let me Google that real quick.
Take your time, girlfriend, because like I said again, when I get off the phone with you, you're gonna know something for the change of your life. Because the things that I done been through to know what I know, it is what it is, sweetheart. I tried to kill myself a lot of times. And the only reason why I didn't succeed is because of this natural order of the natural rotational pull of this earth that we live with and on and a part of. And when I say a part of, all that there is to be here is already in you to know what you're doing 24 hours a day. That's why I can tell you people lie, the numbers don't. Here go to adding it up for you to know what the truth is already ready within you. The circle of life is the all being the creator, being in the creations, giving us all power over each other, telling the truth to each other. Make believe was just made up to making us liars.
Okay. Okay, I found that place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that doctor's first name was?
Doctor?
At Deer Memorial.
Yeah, doctor. That's all I can. Like I said again, ma'am. When you can't read it right, you don't go into the format.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got everything I need.
Mm-hmm.
We will send documents to you to sign. One of them is going to be a fee agreement that will allow us to pursue a claim for you. And you will sign it at the bottom, your name, and date it. I will put a flag. I will put a thing on it showing where you sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The other thing we're going to send is a medical authorization. I will put a thing where you need to sign it. Okay?
Okay. And see, and this is the other thing I want to know. Okay, once I get to become a client of y'all, different things that I have, y'all have different attorneys there that I can talk to, and if I have to pay them something to talk to them about this here, because by me not being able to read or write, and I'm trying to do that, and it's giving me a headache, so I'm saying that that's something that I don't need to do, I'm assuming. But anyway, Everything that I do know don't come out of no book and it don't come off of TV because you can hear how quiet it is in my house because I'm always thinking. Because what I done been through, like I said before, I'm the proof till I went into the light of enlightenment to be back here knowing better isn't being better than no one. Knowing better is knowing what makes us all equal from within. So like I said again,
Yeah.
I done been through too much to be able to explain too much to what I done been through to say that I know that doctors are nothing but legal line drug dealers and then practice physicians practicing on us with medication. LLC, meaning that limited liability coverage, meaning that they can kill you and me and be covered. So like I said again, man, I know too much to not be hold back from telling the truth. And now they're trying to kill me because they know that I didn't realize to find out, and now I did the research to find out all about the Galilee contrast and Chuck Norris's wife being poisoned by it, and then she getting the whole stink closed so nobody don't get to know exactly what she got in the lawsuit. But now the lawsuit is dead because the scientist came out and said that that ain't the reason why my toe nails and fell off and my skin and got hard like wood and I got abdominal pains all the time and they took out my gallbladder and my appendix and I still got the same pains after I told them that that wasn't supposed to come out and they did it anyway after I asked for a second opinion. And no, I got all this on tape, man. I got on tape me calling up Molina Healthcare for a second opinion and they was supposed to send an ambulance to pick me up the next day and they did surgery on me anyway without my authorization. And the reason why they say they did the surgery without me signing anything is because the doctor said it was an emergency and they had to do it. And I had also told the doctor later, early at night when he was messing around my IV, what is he doing? And next thing you know, I wake up with staples in my chest. I got all that on tape. So like I said again, why I didn't get no legal representation for that and all the other things that I got too when an ambulance stopped in front of the police station, I was threatened with body harm and incarceration. I didn't get no legal representation for none of these things. So like I said again, when I start legal aid before, ma'am, I'm gonna love to have you on board because like I said again, everything that we do gonna make sense because that's what the truth do. Legal aid before is before there was all these lies, there was the truth. We going back to the truth. That's absolute. It could be explained. I'm just saying, it's time to stop playing games with humans that's dying. People are dying. I could have died. See, to tell the truth, I did die several times. So like I said, you gotta look at it. I'm here and I'm ready, man.
Okay. Okay.
And I thank you.
We're gonna send you this document by Saturday.
I appreciate it, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And I appreciate talking to you. And you too, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Time to stop this bullshit. I'm ready. Are you? I ain't playing no games. Let's go.